Come, let me decorate my daily journal for the days leading up to Halloween. It's going to be fun, it's going to be Dutch doors, and if you want to see, come with me. Hello, everybody. This is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas, and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. So, this was the last set of pages in my daily journal, and I do have quite a few sticker sheets that I have pulled out. I will be using stickers from Martinez Sticker Company and also from Planitdarbi. So, without any further ado, let's get started. So, this is where we stand. I have just the last couple of pages left, and I'm just sorting through all the sheets that I have pulled out that I could use. I have not much of a solid plan in mind, but I know these are all the colors that will go with the week. So I will be doing for the 10 days leading up to Halloween, and I will end with the 31st of October because I do not want to continue on with this in November. So as you see, I have the sheets printed in bigger sizes, and I also have flipped the images so that I can do the Dutch door seamlessly. So that's two sheets from Planitdarbi. This was from last year, I believe. And I love the bright, unique colors for Halloween. And I'm just counting the number of pages I will need. And I will go from there just so that it gets easier. That's how I like to do. And those are the washi tapes from Planning. And I do kind of have a rough idea in mind, but again, I would like to really have these images speak for themselves because they are gorgeous, and all the stained glass image colors and the details on there are stunning. So just trying to put that down straight. And it will be similar in some ways, but also I will be trying a couple of different things, but it's not a whole lot different, and trying to see what washi tape I can use. I thought the rainbow one, this was an older one from Planning, and usually the Planning washis are what I reach for. So just going with the rainbow one for this page. And you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off at Planning. And I'm trying to not overdo it on each page so that I can have multiple elements come out from different pages. And there goes my cutting mat, the self-healing one. And I am using my gyro cart to trim around the house. And first I'm cutting off the washi tape from over the house. It's a nice quick way of doing it, and I love to use the tweezers to make sure I do not pull anything off the stickers because it's just ink and paper. And these are the printables that I have from Planitdarbi and Martinez Sticker Company. At Martinez Sticker Company, I have my code Priya15 that you can use because I'm currently one of their reps. And I love when I can combine stickers for each theme from various shops. And I will go with the scissors now to get that part out. And sometimes you might have to go back to get a clean image or a clean finish to your stickers, just like what is happening now. And that is how it looks. So going for the next layer now, I'm trying to mix in these pumpkins with all sorts of faces and those ghosts. Ghosts, I think I can, it's on the borderline. but skeletons, no. Yeah, so I'm trying to layer that girl in behind there so that it will look as if he's peeking out from behind the house and yet take up some of that white space behind there. And I thought a bigger one actually looked better there, so that is why I end up putting, because the other one will go better in smaller spaces that we will have on our Dutch doors. And that's the girl at that corner. And I need to come and decorate the surface behind that house. And this is a nice big one so that one will be enough. And you will see how I come and use the rest of it, like the bats and the spiders. And those bats are individually cut, so you can use them depending on the space you want to put them down for. And that is a nice big bat, so it takes up that space pretty well. And I thought that was a perfect space for the smaller bat. And I'm trying to line that up and yet make sure I do not take up a lot of the writing space. This is my daily journal again, and this is not typically where I come and do something so elaborate, but the stained glass, I recently saw a post from Aime from Martinez Sticker Company, and she had combined it with some of the florals from Derby. So that kind of, I had forgotten about these stained glass ones because I had my eye on this last year, but I don't think I had picked it up. So that was the final push I needed. So I went and bought that immediately, and that is the advantage of the printable, right? You can purchase them, and as an international planner, that's my best bet. Sometimes for these, not sometimes, most of the time for these seasonal stickers. So I have the spider and that goal, just trying to bring some patterns here, but I think I will go for, yeah, I think I will go for that. And then I kind of mix and match all the patterns. So Planning does have lots of stripes and hexagons and stripes in multiple colors, and you have a wide variety to choose from. And Planning did have their holiday and Christmas sticker books just come out. So if you have not checked that out, I would suggest you do so that it gets to you on time. And going around that spider and the spider legs to kind of trim around there a bit. And as you can see, it is such an easy tool to use. And I do have tutorials on how you can use this because it's a really great tool to have if you are into the creative uses like me. And I'm turning the page so that I can cut along that washi tape to create that Dutch door. And I decided to do a voiceover on this and not just record my audio while I was filming, because sometimes I just tend to be more quiet because I'm trying to focus. And that is the third page looking nice and cute. And I think you can see all the elements well. So just straighten that goal and just making sure that I have the correct number of pages left. So I'm trying to see what other elements I can bring in. And with the printables, you can decide to have the images printed on any size sticker paper. I mean, not the sticker paper, the size of the sticker sheet is completely under your control. And I just decided to go really big with the images, and that's the maximum printable area on the Cree cart. And I also have tutorials on how you can print and cut your stickers if you get the printables from Etsy or any other online marketplace. And this would be a nice time to kind of check if you want to add anything else, because I think I will keep it simple because I want all the layers to be visible properly, because otherwise it gets too overwhelming and none of the images and the details in there, it just gets lost. That is not the point. So that is our next layer, and I'm cutting off that washi, and that looks really nice. And I have one more page before I can trim that off and then decorate the left side, and we should be done. And I was hoping to do the full setup for the next 10 days. Since this is a B5 journal, it's from Archer and Olive, and you can use my code Priya10 for Archer and Olive also. I'm really, really loving this B5 size. So just layering one more of the ghost there, just for some more color next to the gold. And I am adding that purple hexagon washi, and just trimming off the edge, and it's the same process. So you will see that since this is a B5, I can afford to have such large images, and this is my daily journal, and I usually like to leave about a full page worth of space. So in this case, I will have less space to actually write in for most of the days, and so I will have to have additional pages if I need pages worth all the way until the end of the month. You will also see that I will have to make the next part for the rest of the pages leading up to Halloween, because I wanted to combine it and have it for 10 days straight, but looks like this video was already getting too long and I had to make it into two separate videos. So the next set of videos will be coming soon, and when I do the full flip through at the end, you will get a sneak of the rest of the pages. And now I will go ahead and put that house down when I realized that that house was meant for the symmetrical part. But luckily, this new sticker book that I'm using, sticker paper, I mean, it's quite forgiving, and I can just pull up the stickers most of the time. And now the realization strikes that that was meant to go on the other side of the Dutch door behind that stained glass house. So I do kind of tend to rip it in some parts, but then we rescued that, and this was just the correct symmetrical proportion, so I did not have to worry about too many things. Just picking up the stickers, checking which one it is, and then lining it up and ready to go. So that's the advantage of the printables. So if you were to ask me, pick elements that you think can go well together, and that did not come out straight. I try my best, I try and fix it 2, 3 times, but I still think the tree is a bit crooked, but oh well, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world, right? So just trying to finish off the additional pages before I come and add the rest of the washi. And I think it adds a nice layer of dimension when we have Dutch doors like these. My creative journal is when I really kind of come and play around with all types of Dutch doors and all the creative stuff that we can bring in. But this time, since there is so much fun things out there and so many fun stickers, I knew I had to do something other than just the normal, simple daily pages. So I like to have that cutting board just in case, because I'm never confident of my skills to apply the right pressure to not damage the pages underneath. So better safe than sorry. And I really like to make sure that my pages are in perfect, pristine condition so that I can use them in my daily journaling. And I also did a video for mental health day on October 10th, showing you a few ways you can include in your daily routine to make sure that you take care of your mental well-being. Health comes first, both physical and mental. So I would be very sad if I hear people talk about their physical health and do nothing about the mental health. So that is another strip of washi down. And I try to alternate the patterns, making sure that the same patterns don't end up on the same page, and neither does it end up right next to each other. And that is the only thought process behind it. And that would be, I think, the last page where I would have to come and add the washi tape. And I've been trying to also figure out what other functional shapes I can bring in. So I think it did well with, I think, the glitter boxes and the glitter shapes and all sorts of fun elements will go with this theme. And yeah, if you have not checked out my creative journal process, I will have the full playlist linked at the end of the video. Please check that out. I have all sorts of fun things I have done, and I try to do something new each month. And I am also bringing in those cats, not the cats, the bats, and then the cat inside the stained glass circle. Yeah, so I'm just trying to position them correctly. Then bring in that last goal, just so that they are not at the same level with any of the other goals on the page. And then I'm just trying to see what position they will work better. And I also want to bring in another one of those pumpkins. It's just a matter of trying to see what will look nice next to each other. And again, I'm very confident with the sticker paper that was one of my new experimentation, new experiments rather. So it was a local brand. I think I will have all my recommendations for the sticker papers all linked below. So that spider right next to that cat's face looks really weird. So I'm moving the cat up a bit so that the spider can be right there. And I also will have to move the bat accordingly so that they can all coexist. And then, yeah, it will look really nice together. So that is pretty much all the decorations in place. And I also would like to bring in the functional boxes. And I will also use the starry pumpkins, which I wanted to use, and I've been waiting for the other decor to be all put down before I come to these pumpkins. And then you will see that I move those to the clusters after I bring in all the boxes. So the glitter boxes and the glitter shapes, of course, if we do not use them now, I'm just lining the boxes up behind those doors, the Dutch doors, so that it will not pop out when we turn the pages. And I'm trying to go with purple, pink, and black, and doing the clustering there. Just trying to make sure it is not showing off behind the page when I turn it, and I want it to be rather hidden. So that is the next page. Trying to bring in, again, going with the same combinations and going with that purple glitter. And just keeping it fairly simple because those first couple of Dutch doors, there's hardly any space to write. So that would be a nice, fun component, but I think I would resort to such fun pages only once in a while. And this is leading up to the Halloween, so I thought it's a fun way to bring in some fun components like these stickers. And I also, once I have all the boxes down, then I can peacefully bring in all the elements from Martinez Sticker Company. And my code Priya15 earns you 15% off at Martinez Sticker Company, and my adorable freebie, which is a summer related one, but you still get it. And there goes a pumpkin. And I'm trying to also bring some of those stars just as fillers. And you never know because I've always found that such small touches, small fillers, some of these finishing touches are what really pulls the spreads together. And I'm just using up all the stars in there just to make sure it is nice and cute and full. So I did not bring in any quotes or anything because I would rather have that space to write, and just keeping it busy enough as it is and just leaving it as such. So for Mojo Jojo Plans has some restocks happening in the, I'm not sure when this will be coming. She has a restock happening along with a whole bunch of die cuts that she is releasing. All the details will be in the description. The restock and the new release, if you can call that, will be on November 18th, Friday, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you have not checked that out, I would strongly suggest you do before they all sell out. And you would have to wait quite some time for restocks because restocks do happen and they do sell out in the blink of an eye. And I'm trying to bring in some of that orange colors as well, so that I think I needed to bring some of that fun orange from the pumpkins and all the stained glass images. So that is the additional item to the cluster. And yeah, one page did not have the boxes, so just keeping it fairly simple, just some simple layers. And I use these boxes to write in something memorable that happened during the day. It's been really great. It's a nice, fun way of bringing in all the lovely memories documented. So I really love my daily journal. So please let me know which of these elements you are liking. Is it the Dutch door, or is it the stained glass, or is it something else? If you like today's video, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel and turn on the bell notification. And please share this with anybody who you think will love such content. And please come follow me on Instagram, where I do share spreads even if they don't necessarily get YouTube videos. Please check out the Creative Journal spreads. I have the full playlist attached, and also my daily journaling along with the normal Happy Planner spreads. And I will link all the shops and products and all the tools I mentioned along with all the discount codes too. So please feel free to use that. I would really appreciate your support. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.